election fraud, questioning the election integrity, treason, coup. You've heard so many things over the past few weeks. Let's address a couple things right now. First of all, people have been talking endlessly about Sidney Powell. She's an attorney. She was General Flynn's attorney. And she's out there on the right making the most extreme claims. Is that what we want to say? She's out there making claims of millions of votes were switched by the computer system, so on and so forth. Okay, that's Sidney Powell. Let's come back to people on the left who are all saying there was no voter fraud. Anyone who even suggests there's voter fraud is an idiot, and this is treasonous, and you're a psychopath, and just calm down and let Joe Biden come in. Let's address the Sidney Powell thing, first of all. I don't know about her claims. I don't have any idea. She's never worked for Donald Trump's legal team. She has a statement out right now that says, and I say, quote, I agree with the campaign statement that I'm not part of the campaign's legal team. I never signed a retainer agreement or sent the president or the campaign a bill for my expenses or fees. My intent has always been to expose all the fraud I could find and let the chips fall where they may, whether it be upon Republicans or Democrats. We, the people, elected Donald Trump and other Republican candidates to restore the vision of America as a place of life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, end quote. Now, what I've seen is every single person on the left and every single politician and pundit on the right say that Sidney Powell is some con artist, right-wing nut job who's lying to everybody. Let me be clear about something. I don't have any idea about the election fraud claims that are out there. None of them. Obviously, there's got to be some because of everything we've seen. How much of it, I don't know. Were the computer systems hacked? I don't know. That sounds wild to me. Maybe they were. I don't know. But I do want to clarify this before we move on. Sidney Powell is not an idiot. We have interviewed her on this show before. I've interviewed her on the radio before. This is a woman who is maybe one of the smartest people I've ever met in my life. Is there a chance that she's just gone off the deep end and making stuff up? Of course there's a chance. I haven't spoken to her in forever. I just want to clarify, every time we choose this one person and decide one person, because we've done this as a society before, is an absolute nutball with no idea what they're talking about, sometimes that person does have an idea. So I don't know what's real or what's not, and I'm not going to sit here and tell you I do. All I hear is what you hear. 8,000 news stories, videos. I'm looking at evidence here. Then the next guy says there's never been evidence. And then someone else says, oh, but what about this? And someone else says that's already been debunked. We will sift through it. We will let the courts work it out and figure out what's what. I'm here to give you the honest truth. Remember, I'm not your mommy. I'm your daddy. I think Joe Biden's going to be president. I think that is by a mile the likely scenario. Not because I'm saying there was no fraud. There almost undoubtedly was. There's fraud in every single election. I think Joe Biden's going to be president because unwinding these things when it's already going that way, very, very, very difficult. Hey, thanks so much for watching the first on YouTube. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and like and subscribe. You heard me. Like it, subscribe. You'll get a lot more of it and a lot more of me.